So question 1 says, find the equation of the straight line which is perpendicular to the line 2x plus 3y equals 5 and which passes through the point 3, 4. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to split my board into two. One side for the line, another side for the perpendicular line. The equation of a straight line is always y equals mx plus c. That's the form it takes. So let's put it on both sides. So now we're aiming to find an equation that is in that form. Okay, m is the gradient, c is the intercept on the y-axis. In other words, that point there, it's where this line crosses the y-axis. I'll just write that out, we don't need that, that was just an example showing you. Okay, so the line is, we had it a minute ago, 2x plus 3y equals 5. So first thing we're going to do is try and make that into look more like that. So you can see here we've got 3y and there's only 1y. So we want to get this 3y by itself and then divide by 3. So 3y equals 5 take away 2x. We've just taken away 2x from both sides. Now we divide by 3. Y equals 5 over 3 take away 2x over 3. If you want to make it in that order, so the mx comes first, y equals minus 2 over 3x plus 5 over 3. Okay, so that's now in this form, and you can see that the gradient, which is m, is minus 2 over 3. Okay, another thing you might need to know, another thing you do need to know, is that the gradient of a perpendicular line is the negative of the reciprocal of the line. So in other words, it's going to be minus 1 over m, this m. Okay, so if you do the reciprocal, that means you turn it upside down, and then if it's a negative, you change the sign. So the new gradient, we'll call it MP, so that we don't get confused with this m, is going to be, flick that over, 3 over 2, it was negative, negative of a negative is a positive, so the gradient of the perpendicular is going to be 3 over 2. Okay, so now we've got one of these things that we need to know. We need to find out the other thing, which is C for the perpendicular line. Okay, and the way we do that is we put the points that we know. We know it goes through, we said before, it goes through 3, 4, because we're given that in the question, that the perpendicular line passes through 3, 4. So 4 is the y value, 3 is the x value. So if we plonk those values into y equals mx plus c, we'll be able to find out what c is. We know what m is as well, it's 3 over 2. So y is 4 equals m, well, is mp, which is 3 over 2. X is 3 plus c is what we're trying to find out, because we need that so we know the whole equation of the line. Okay, so let's expand. 4 equals 9 over 2 plus c, so therefore c equals 4 take away 9 over 2. If we put them both over 2, that means 8 over 2 take away 9 over 2, c equals minus 1 over 2 minus a half. So now we can put this value of c back into y equals mx plus c, watch, and we've got now y equals m was 3 over 2, x, take away a half. Okay, and that's your answer. If you want to, because you think that looks a bit untidy, you can multiply everything by 2 and have 2y equals 3x minus 1. Give yourself a big tick. Well done. Should we have 1 or 2? Just 1, I think. And that's the answer to that question.